Hello, good day viewers. Welcome to another biology presentation. So in this presentation, we are looking at the multiple choice questions on digestive system. So this is our part 2 of the video. So make sure that you watch part 1. So let's look at the questions. So here is our question 1. The question reads, which of the following organs is not part of the alimentary canal? A. Esophagus. B. Liver. C. Stomach. D. Small intestine. So we are looking at the organ which is not part of the alimentary canal. So we know that the alimentary canal is just a long muscular tube that starts at the mouth and ends at the anus. So this alimentary canal, it includes the mouth, the esophagus, the stomach, the small intestine, the large intestines, and the rectum. So from these organs that we have, the organ which is not part of the alimentary canal is the liver. So the correct answer there is a B. So let's look at the second question. So here is our question 2. The question reads, where does chemical digestion of carbohydrates begin? A. Mouth. B. Stomach. C. Small intestine. D. Large intestine. So chemical digestion of carbohydrates begins in the mouth. So in the same mouth, that's where we even have physical digestion taking place, where we see the food being broken down into smaller pieces through chewing. Okay, so chemical digestion will take place. Chemical digestion of the carbohydrates will begin in the mouth. So the correct answer here is A. So we now move on to the next question. So here is our question 3. The question reads, which organ produces bile which helps in the digestion of fats? Which organ produces bile which helps in the digestion of fats? A. Pancreas. B. Gallbladder. C. Liver. D. Stomach. So the organ that produces bile, which is helpful in the digestion of fats, it's C. The liver. So the correct answer here is C. So we look at the structure of the liver. So this is the structure of the liver, where you have different parts. You have the hepatic vein here. You also have the portal vein right here. You also have the hepatic artery. Then you also have the gallbladder and the common bowel. So this liver will produce the bowel, and this bowel will be used in the digestion of what? Of fats. So once the bowel is being produced, it's going to be stored in the gallbladder. So through the gallbladder, is going to be secreted through the bile duct. Okay, and then it will go into the duodenum, which is the first part of the small intestine. So we now move on to our question 4. So here is our question 4. The question reads, what is the primary function of the large intestine? A. Absorption of nutrients. B. Production of digestive enzymes. C. Absorption of water and the electrolytes. D. Mechanical breakdown of food. So the primary function of the large intestine is the absorption of water and the electrolytes. So the correct answer here is C. We move on to our question 5. So here is our question 5. Which part of the small intestine receives bile and pancreatic juice? A. Duodenum. B. Jejunum. C. Ileum. D. Colon. So you must know that the small intestine consists of 3 main parts. It consists of the duodenum, the jejunum, and the ileum. So we are looking at the part of the small intestine that will receive the bile and the pancreatic juice. So this part is the duodenum. So the correct answer is A. So let's take a look at this diagram, where we have the liver, the stomach, and the pancreas, the gallbladder, and the duodenum. So remember, I did mention that the liver will produce the bile. Okay, so once that bile is being produced, it's going to be stored in the gallbladder. So right here in the gallbladder, to be secreted and to pass through the bile duct, then it will come to this first part. Okay, the first part of the small intestine, which is the duodenum. Okay, so this is the duodenum. So make sure that you are able to understand this. So we now move on to our question 6. So here is our question 6. The question reads, the appendix is a small finger-like projection attached to which part of the alimentary canal? A. Stomach. B. Small intestine. C. Large intestine, D. Esophagus. So the appendix is attached to the part of the alimentary canal called the large intestine. So the correct answer here is C. So we now move on to our question 7. Here is our question 7. Which of the following is not an accessory organ of the digestive system? Which of the following is not an accessory organ of the digestive system? A. Salivary glands, B. Pancreas, C. Gallbladder, D. Esophagus. So remember, I did mention that the digestive system is made up of two main parts. One, the alimentary canal or the gastrointestinal tract. Two, the accessory organs. So in the accessory organs, we are looking at the organs that help with digestion, but they are not part of the alimentary canal. So these organs, we have the salivary glands, the liver, the gallbladder, okay, and the pancreas. So the question is asking us, which of the following is not an accessory organ of the digestive system? So the correct answer is the esophagus. The esophagus is part of the alimentary canal, but it's not part of the accessory organ of the digestive system. So the correct answer here is a D. So we now move on to question 8. So here is our question 8. The question reads, the process of peristalsis involves A. The secretion of digestive enzymes, B. The absorption of nutrients, C. The rhythmic contractions of smooth muscles to move food along the alimentary canal, D. The mechanical breakdown of food by teeth. So the process of peristalsis, it involves the rhythmic contractions of smooth muscles to move food along the alimentary canal. So food which is in form of the bolus will be moving along the alimentary canal. Then we are going to have the rhythmic contraction of the smooth muscles that will be helping in order for the bolus or the food to be able to move nicely along the alimentary canal. Okay, so here the correct answer is a C. So when you take a look at this alimentary canal, you can see we have the area of contraction where we have these smooth muscles, or the other one will be contracting, the other one will be relaxing. As it relaxing, the bolus will be moving just like that until it goes through the stomach. Okay, so this is the process what we call peristalsis. So we are done answering our question 8. We now move on to our question 9. So here is our question 9. The question reads, which enzyme secreted by the pancreas breaks down proteins into smaller peptides? A. Amylase, B. Lipase, C. Trypsin, D. Maltase. So the enzyme that is secreted by the pancreas and it helps to break down proteins into smaller peptides, it is called the trypsin. So the correct answer here is a C. So we now move on to our last question, which is our question 10. The question reads, the villi and the microvilli in the small intestines increase dash A. The surface area for absorption of nutrients, B. The production of digestive enzymes, C. The rate of peristalsis, D. The storage of food. So we are looking at the villi and the microvilli that are in the small intestines. So we must understand that the villi and the microvilli, these are specialized structures that are found in the small intestines, and they are important because they increase the surface area of the small intestines in order for efficient nutrient absorption. So the villi, these are just finger-like projections which are very tiny and they look like finger-like, just like I've said, okay? And they are found in the inner surface of the small intestine. So number one, they increase the surface area. Number two, they have blood and life vessels, and each villus contains a network of blood capillaries and the lymphatic vessel, which is called the lactea. Then apart from that, they also help in nutrient absorption, okay, such as glucose, amino acids, and fatty acids. These are absorbed into the bloodstream through the capillaries and the lacteals. So here, the villi and the microvilli in the small intestine, they increase the surface area for absorption of nutrients. So the correct answer here is A. So let's take a look at this structure. For example, if you have the structure of the villus right here, where you have these parts that I was mentioning. So we have the microvilli here. We are saying these are finger-like structures. Okay, so you can see these smaller structures here. They are the ones that you are calling the microvilli, that helps in the to increase the surface area. Okay, that will help in the nutrient absorptions, such as the glucose, amino acids, and the fatty acids. They are being absorbed into the bloodstream through the capillaries. Okay, through the capillaries and the lacteals. Okay, so we are done answering the questions. Okay, thank you so much everybody for having time to view this content. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye bye.